Good afternoon, friends. Today we will discuss the topic leadership. So, first of all, what is leadership? Leadership, you can understand leadership as it is the influencing people so that the group objectives can be achieved. The behavior of the subordinates is influenced by the leader to fulfill the objectives of the organization. Some great thinkers define leadership as, according to 𝓕𝓾𝓵, he defined leadership is the activity of influencing people to strive willingly for group objectives. Means a leader influences people for group objectives. Second definition by Kuntz et al. He defined leadership as the art or process of influencing people so that they will strive willingly towards the achievement of group goals. Meaning thereby means the leadership is an art. It is the, as we say, it's art, means it is the hidden property of a person or of a leader that for influencing people so that the group objectives, group goals can be achieved. So now, what are the characteristics of leadership? Certainly, there are some characteristics for leaders, and the very first characteristic is leadership is a continuous process of influencing others, meaning thereby it never ending process. Leadership is continuous process of influencing others, means influencing the subordinates. In an organization, a leader always try to motivate the subordinates, and the impact of this influencing for subordinates, it generates the results, means achievement of the organizational goals. Second is leadership is basically a personal quality that enables leaders to influence the subordinates' behavior at work. As I have already stated, it is the personal quality. Only it is shown in the behavior. And the it's shown in the behavior of the subordinates. The level of influence of the behavior of subordinates is the quality of the leadership. We can say that the good leader is that who influence the behavior of subordinates. Next is the success of a leader depends on the acceptance of his leadership by the followers. It's very clear that, and important also, that the success of a leader depends on the followers, acceptance of a leader in his subordinates or in his followers. Means the followers follow what way they follow the leader. They follow the same way what is being said by the leader, the or instructed by the leader, or there is some type of deviations is there. If no deviations is there, means the acceptance of the leadership is 100%, and the such type of leader get the best result from the followers. There are certain myths about leadership. So they may be or they may not be, but it's generally said in the public or the general public say some myths about leadership. The very first myth is a position will make me a leader. The second is if I am not hearing at anyone's complaint, everyone must be happy. Next is I can lead everyone the same way. Next is leaders must be extroverts. And the next is leaders have all the answers. Next is great leaders are always in the spotlight. And the last myth is leaders are born, not made. Now we will discuss one by one. A position will make me a leader. Of course, it is somehow it is correct because There is position. If a person is on a position, means if a leader leads his team, then on the basis of position, he has some powers, and leader must have some power. So it is said that leaders are born, not made. It is not so, because sometimes a position gives the leadership quality to a person. Next is, if I am not hearing at one's complaint, everyone must be happy. It is not so. It should not be so. Leader must listen everybody. Leader must, whatever complaint is there with the subordinates, leader must listen and try to resolve his best to amicable resolution of the situation. So the acceptance of the leader will be high there within the subordinates if he will listen everybody and try to resolve the problem amicably. Next is, I can lead everyone the same way. It is not so, because a single rule cannot handle all the situation. According to situation, the leader must apply different approaches. There are different approaches to handle the different situations, we can say. Everybody knows that no one approach can handle or can appropriate in every situation. So according to situation, the leader has to choose the approach, whatever approach, uh, what approach is applicable in a particular situation. So next is, leader must be extrovert. It is not everywhere true that leader must be extroverts. Though it is, to some extent, it is true. He must be extrovert. He must know all the things. And the leaders must, it's the responsibility of the leader that the communication skill with the leadership or with the leader should be quite expert in communication. So he can convey his message to the team members so that the organizational goals can be achieved effectively. If there is, if the leader is not extrovert, if it is introvert, then there may be a problem with the leaders that he cannot convey, or he will not be able to convey the message or to discuss with the subordinates. So the leader must have to some extent, he must be some extrovert. Next is, leaders have all the answers. It is not so. A leader, though he is also a man, a leader is also a man, and he is also a person. He is also a personality. Or not a single man is the expert of everything. So it is not supposed that a leader has all the answers to all the questions. He must have to work hard for that. Though a leader, it is supposed that he has all the answers within the team, but it is not everywhere true. So being a leader, it is the responsibility of the leader to be in such a way, to behave in such a way, to respect in such a way, and to answer the such questions which are being asked and arisen by the team members. And next is, your great leaders are always in the spotlight. Yeah, it is true to some extent, because leaders are they want to be in a spotlight every time. So, and next is, leaders are born, not made. It is not true. It is the last myth, but it is not true. As there are uh, some qualities in a person which may be get by birth, or we can say the hereditary abilities a person may have. But there are so many things which he has to learn to become a good leader, or we can made a person a leader. And the expertise is not earned by, or it is not get by birth. It is earned. It is earned by knowledge. And if a person is quite knowledgeable, is expert of his field, then he becomes the leader, and he gives the best result being the leader. So now, next topic is your roles of leadership. So the very first role is your providing inspiration to employees. Yes, it is very true that as a role of leadership, the very first role is to provide inspiration to employees. He must give inspiration to the employee. He should play such a role that he should be a role model for the followers, for the employees. His uh, his deeds, his acts should be such that the employee should follow and they feel motivated even in just by following or just by hearing or by listening the leader. Second is securing cooperation. A leader must, as a role, must secure cooperation. He should not be uh, by he team under his or for the all the subordinates working under him. So the cooperation is must because if there is no cooperation within the team members or within the subordinates, then it will not be easy for a leader to accomplish the organizational goal. So to yes, so for achieving the organizational goal, the cooperation among the team members it is necessary. So a leader must uh, secure cooperation for achievement of the organizational goals. Next is creation of confidence. Yes, the leader should strive for the creation of confidence among the team members. He must uh, motivate the workers under working under him or the team members or his subordinates to create confidence among the members. First, the leader must, he should be quite confident. Means whatever he is saying, he must be quite confident. His policies should be clear. His rules should be clear to him. That and the confidence must be shown in the form of decision making. So the leader should take right decision at right time, and he should be abide by his by the policies and rules of the organization, and he should be stand with the decision taken by a leader, and also develop the sense of confidence within the subordinates. Next is your providing conducive environment. It is also the role of the leader to give the conducive environment within the organization for his subordinates. So if the conducive environment is not there, then there may be some problems with the subordinates. So to minimize the problem, to minimize the and to maximize the cooperation among the team members or the subordinates working under him. So he should try to give the conducive environment. Next is your building high morale. Yes, it is also the role of the leader to give or to boost the morale of the subordinates or the team members. If the morale of the team members will be high, then there will be no problem or least problem in achieving the organizational goals, or it will be quite easy for achieving the organizational goals. So your moral and motivation level should be quite high, and it is the responsibility or role of the leader that, how to boost the moral and how to motivate the employees. And next is your facilitation of change. Yes, of course, it is the quite important role of a leader to become the change agent because it is very important and it is you can say the change is permanent in life or everywhere. Change is permanent, and every organization goes under changes at several times. So, because the leader has the responsibility to manage the team and the subordinates working under him, uh, he knows everybody's or every person's uh, all the things about a person working under him. So, to motivate them and just to motivate them for change. Okay? Whatever change has been introduced, he just try to manage the things, and he should try to motivate the subordinates for change, and it will be easy for him to introduce change. And your next uh, thing is your leadership skills. So leadership skills, certain leadership skills are required for leaders. So the very first skill is your decision making. The second is communication skills. The third is confidence, level of confidence, and the next is responsibility. Is the level of responsibility of the leader. Next is your vision. The leader should be visionary, and next is your integrity. The integrity level of the leader. Thank you.